guys, what's up? Today we'll be looking at another card from Duelist. This is Orbital Hydralander. This card is a Dark Machine, level 8, with 3000 attack and 1500 defense. And its card effect reads, cannot be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned from your hand by having 5 or more monsters in your graveyard, and no monsters in your graveyard with the same name. Once per turn, as a quick effect, you can send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard, destroy 1 card on the field. You must have at least 2 monsters in your graveyard and no monsters in your graveyard with the same name to activate and to resolve this effect. This card can be very beneficial, as the card being destroyed is not specified as to who owns the card. So for example, if you have a card that benefits from being destroyed, you can enable this effect without relying on your opponent's cards, or alternatively you can get rid of any of your opponent's cards. This can mean you can remove any threatening back row before they can use it. Now though, the effect is good, it relies on a lot of variables. For one, you must have at least 5 different monsters in your graveyard. This is good later in the game, as you will have met those conditions quite easily. However, it stops you from running multiple copies of monsters, which could end up being putting you in a better situation than this card. Another issue is to remove 3 cards from your deck to use the destruction effect is very problematic. As though deck thinning is usually considered good, you run the risk of decking out and having a game loss, especially if your opponent happens to be playing a deck out deck, running cards such as Worm and Hand Destruction. Another issue with this card is facing macro decks. This is the card's greatest weakness. Having monsters removed from play means you may not be able to summon it, and even if you do, you may not be able to activate its effect. If your opponent is clever enough to remove your monsters from play, this card relies on its fueling of the graveyard, and to force it to remove them from play means, short of running cards such as Burial from a Different Dimension, this card could end up being a dead card in your hand when you draw it. Overall, this card has utility, and I am sure someone will find a way to build a deck around this card. It should, however, be pointed out, it should only really be run as a 1 to avoid multiple drawing and bricking commonly associated with heavily restricted summoning conditions. At the time of recording on eBay, this card is going for 99 pence per copy, and at this price I would consider getting one myself. So what do you guys think of this card? As a one-off, it seems to have quite a unique effect. I can't even compare this card to anything currently in the game, and there are so many cards out. Its strength lies in the ability to destroy, but its summoning requirements can be quite difficult to pull off. Can you guys think of any cards that would enable this card to come out faster? Leave your comments as always down below. Please like the video, please subscribe, and thank you for taking the time to watch the video. Some things will never change.